Jesus. Thank God. Okay. Here we go live over the YouTube. How's everybody doing?
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
yeah, there you go. Oh boy. All right, I gotta do something very sacrilege right now. So those of you who are on the pregame, sacrilege right here. Absolute sacrilege right here.
Mariah?
Huh?
You're going to play Mariah Carey?
I gotta load up this thing again. So I can hear music for a second and then I gotta drop it back. Come on, open it up. Pain in the ass. There you go. Full screen. We'll go with the share option. Share option on screen one. Leave it blanky. There you go. All right, so people see. There you go. All right, we'll do master a little bit lower. So we don't get a mixed volume. Let's see. We got that. Ready to go. Where's our opening? There we go. All right, we're set. Gentleman's name is Rich Catino. He writes for several different magazines and bravewords.com, and he's an aficionado on metal. I've known him for a while, and I can't remember where I met him from, but I just texted him. I said, hey, dude, we're going to do this thing today. He was like, how about you want to add your 2 cents on it? So he was like, yeah, I'll see how my day is. Well, if he comes on, comes on. Great. Awesome. If he doesn't, we also have be careful.
That'd be great. I don't have a headset.
Be careful.
It's
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
It's stuck.
I'll just have to do my dad dance at dinner time.
So this is I gotta do the sacrilege, right?
Make sure your kids are wearing their seatbelts.
You spelling.
Guys, never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
In times like these, violence.
Holy shit. It's almost a whole can.
In a mug? Almost a whole can fits in a mug?
Almost all.
That seems weird.
I know, doesn't
Yeah. Seems so much more in a can.
it? Looks like hot chocolate.
It does.
I don't know. Do we really need to see you getting head right now?
Later, Gator.
Don't.
Yikes.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yikes.
Joe,
Thank you.
look at the post I just made.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I gotta load these up. I gotta load these fucking songs up.
Ask your school to adopt an anti-violence program. Visit ncpc.org to learn more.
So who may be joining us?
His name is Rich Catino. He's both of our friends on social media,
okay.
and he's a writer. And I could have sworn I actually played with him in a band for like a millisecond. I swear.
Maybe.
Or we definitely met him somewhere. But he's done pretty well for himself. He's good. Got a great columns. Does some pretty good write-ups. Got some pretty good write-ups. Okay. Let's start a radio show.
Let us.
Yes, indeedy, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
All right, what's going on? Here we go again with this damn thing.
Hello, WTF. Good to be here.
Welcome to the What's the Format radio show and live cast with your host. I am Mike.
I am Joe.
Yes, for all intents and purposes, good to be with you here on a Wednesday night here on 99 WNRR and live streaming, of course, always at YouTube at 99 WNRR on the YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Doing a couple of things tonight. We're going to be talking about glam or not glam with potentially a special guest coming in. I contacted him earlier. We'll see how his day goes if he can. He'll pop in about 9:30 and we'll join him. But of course, because she is the lady of the 80s. As I look up here. Contacted him earlier.
Are you going to play stuff?
Yeah, we are going to play some stuff, but of course, I have the lovely Miss Effects here after another good show, another good idea, another good concept.
It was a great concept, and Greg killed it.
Killed it. Not killed it as in bad.
No, like.
So what you're saying, it was cool.
It was very cool.
It was not like cool like Burr Cold.
No.
It was kind of like dope. Not like illegal narcotic dope. Or dope as in, but, kind of like.
Or was it cool? Was it the breeze?
I have to tell you, though, when you said all intents and purposes, I grew up thinking that line was all intensive purposes, just so you know.
No, it's all intent.
Intense.
Intent.
Yes, intent.
Your
all
intent
and purpose.
Right. You're all intent and
So
purpose.
I'm just saying, I grew up just like I thought my Aunt Anne was Aunt Dan my whole life. I thought it was all intense.
You're Aunt Dan?
All intensive purposes. Anyway.
My Aunt Dan. So
yeah.
So if anyone's got anything on, you playing the playback?
No, this keeps turning
No,
on.
no.
It doesn't stay killed for some reason.
All right.
I'm not playing it.
Okay, no problem.
You are.
Huh?
You are.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. For review, here we go. Here's this.
Not me.
I want to know what this game is. Glam or not glam?
Glam or not glam? Just dragging over the some of the songs that we're going to review tonight for the LPL top 20 as we're doing now here on the program. 9:01 on a Wednesday night. Good to be with you here. And of course, tonight I am going sacrilege, and I apologize to my FSOS brothers and all of the wonderful Irish drinkers out there when I have my Guinness in my beautiful WTF What's the Format mug that you can go get right now at porkrollapparel.com. That's porkrollapparel.com.
It looks like a cappuccino in there.
It does. It does. You can see it. It looks like a cappuccino. And it helps the show and us do things and grow and make more cool stuff. And look out for the Christmas t-shirt from us. You're going to love it. So that'll be going up at the end of the month, just in time for the holidays. So,
well, I think I'll join suit with you and my WTF mug, which makes everything taste so much better. I'm going to go against the grain, and I have a story as to why. I'm going to fill mine with limoncello.
Oh.
You might ask, well, Joe, why? Why limoncello? You drink Jack. Well, this bottle of limoncello I picked up this weekend at a wedding.
Yeah.
At a good friend's wedding. A close friend's wedding.
Yes.
One of the core four.
Yep.
Always
Joe.
a bridesmaid.
Joe. Congrats, Joe.
Never a bride, and it was his day.
Yeah. Amen.
So in honor of Joe and John on their wedding, which was, by the way, fabulous, I am going to
Fabulous.
Mhm.
Keep talking there, Chiefy.
Drinking the limoncello.
It happens every once in a while.
Now, where's mine?
Joe.
Once again makes
He's there. He's
everything
breathing.
taste so much better.
No. He says I can't hear Joe again.
Oh,
Oh, my
man.
goodness.
Always with this damn thing.
Got to repeat the story.
So
How we-
Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me fire you back up. I'll come back in a couple seconds, and we'll see if we can get you through again.
Okay.
Right back. Back Joe in a second. Back Joe in a second. When he comes
somebody
back
will need to
in
give you like a thumbs
and
up.
say, give me a thumbs up in the chat room when you guys hear him. And I will go here because sometimes either it's a double mic, it's this, that.
Now,
it's
is
just
he
like,
coming through on YouTube
is he
and
coming in
not?
clear?
Are you coming in clear? Can you hear me
Am I
now?
clear or am I fuzzy? How about now? Can we hear me now?
Do you need me to do a check?
Am I coming in clear? Do you have it set on doubly?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, we are okay. So while we're here, I promised Miss Effects this. So you have your trusty Ireland shot glass. And
Yes.
she hasn't had. Yep. It says we got thumbs up. So we're good.
All right, great.
All right. So of course we're gonna do the Sean's, by the way, brought to you by the amazing bar and Sean's Irish whiskey. We're going with the single malt right now. And we're gonna pour this
Well, you can only go with the single malt because then the other one belonged to the guy on the other side of the glass here.
It does, but still, we're going with the single malt. So there you go, Miss Effects. Of course, I'm being a good boy, so I have to.
Joe, I don't know when we're gonna see you, but one of these is for you, I think. Unless
We'll make
I
it
drink
happen.
it before.
All right, so here we go. Sláinte.
Sláinte. It's Thanksgiving though coming up. It's not. Yeah, you think every day is St. Patrick's Day?
It is. Every day is St. Patrick's Day. Of course it is.
Damn.
How do you liking it?
It's sweet, actually.
Nice, right? That single malt is awesome.
Yeah, but that was like a double of single malt. And yeah,
You've
like
been
a-
holding him and where's
like
the
a
booze?
champ.
Mm. Mm.
I was gonna say something else before that, and then I was like, nope, you guys will turn that into a
yeah.
whole
We-
other thing.
We already did. We already did. We already did. We've got an excellent connection and we are streaming
Okay.
on YouTube. So
Mm.
okay, so we have a couple things that we'll obviously get to, and we have the main thing that we're going to be talking about today. But we have to always do a little thing called the what the F news. Well, if you guys haven't heard, of course, we're going to talk about a little rock news. A couple of things that happened that we saw over the past couple of days. How about My Chemical Romance coming back and doing stadium shows?
I
And can
caught
tell
that.
you, those are going to go like crazy. Of course, the two closest to us, I think the openers will be Death Cab for Cutie in New Jersey, and a couple of them. Very, very, very nice selection. Going with the Irish ones. That's what I say, CJ. Go with the Irish ones.
Jeez.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Moving on.
When
Moving on. And
Irish
up,
eyes are
obviously.
smiling.
We're moving.
Next in the news.
Next in the news. Oh my God. Well, that just totally blew my that just took the thought process and went, wow, I was on a roll. I had everything right here. I'm like ding, 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 and all of a sudden, bye. See you later.
Yeah. Has that effect on people, doesn't
Yes,
it?
it does. Yes, they do.
It does.
They do. It does. They do. I don't know. What do you multiple? This is
That's
multiple.
why they're so much fun.
Anything coming down your way as far as news goes? What's going on?
Last I checked, Aerosmith is still retired. I haven't heard
They are
anything
still
about them.
retired. This is true.
They are still retired. That makes me, just I keep checking every day. I'm waiting to hear, maybe Vegas, maybe something, a fest somewhere, but nope, they are still retired. So good for you, Aerosmith. Bravo. Way to do it.
I'm just going to go to Rich actually did a review. Striper was in town at the Starland Ballroom on their 40th anniversary and gave him up a pretty good review, playing some of the classics. No, honestly, by the way, which I appreciate, went with a heavy set. Well done. We don't need to hear that song again. That's one on the list that we don't need to hear that song
Oh
again.
no, we can.
We don't need to hear honestly again.
Oh, come every once
It's
in a
on that
while you
list.
need a little bit of honestly.
No, honesty from Billy Joel, yes.
Yeah, but
Honestly from Striper, I don't know about that. I'm kind of.
oh no, I wouldn't put it on a heavy rotation. But like if you're sitting around the fire and you're listening to music and everyone's like getting comfortable, you put that on for a chuckle. It's like, oh, dude, remember this song?
Let's
How
see,
many
is
weddings
this
did you hear this one at?
Yeah, 2 days ago, also Maiden blowing away.
Oh my
in
God.
New Jersey in the Prudential Center, and to which I still miss them. So
I missed them. I missed them when they came to my town, and what it really pissed me off because the Who opened up for them, or the Who,
yeah, the
whatever
Who,
you want to call them.
yeah,
I dig that band.
yeah. Well, that band is pretty awesome.
Don't understand a word they're saying, but that band gets the adrenaline flowing.
Yeah.
That band just makes me want to go out and rip a tree out of the ground. It just
So I
love
have
that
rock
band.
news related to the Who. The Who's Roger Daltrey announces a live and kicking and having fun tour.
Oh, touring with Roger Daltrey.
Uh,
That's weird.
he will be launching a UK solo tour
Oh.
next spring.
Okay, but what does that have to do with the Who?
Because it says the
No.
Who's iconic frontman.
No, dude.
No, this is
dude,
HU,
dude, dude.
This is the Mongolian growlers,
HU, not the Who.
Oh,
Oh my god.
which
Oh my god. I
don't know if
my
you've heard it.
god. Stick to the 80s, sweetheart.
I don't know if you heard it, but the Who also they did a cover version of the Trooper. And yeah, it's not karaoke.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
It's
not.
they took that song and really made it theirs. And it is really incredible. Blew me away. I kind of missed that tour. But we move on.
Yes.
It's okay.
We did going back to you guys talking about Striper in the chat room. We actually that's the picture that Miss Effects has with the guys.
mm-hmm.
That was the first tour for Perry with the band. Because that was when Goddamn Evil came out. Good album. Got a couple of different songs that we're going to be playing tonight, but one of the last things on the news. What is going on with Sebastian Bach? You see that?
Weirdo.
He did something. He got jealous. He blew up. Are you thinking that
He might have hurt somebody.
Do you think it went there? Do you think it
I
went
think
there?
it hurt somebody.
Without him saying it in that whole
Yeah.
big apology? You think it went there? I really hope it didn't. But so apparently, if you check Sebastian Bach's feed yesterday, I don't know if he took it down, but if you check his feed yesterday, it was a very serious of how jealous he gets when his wife's around other people. Well, first of all, God, he's your wife. It's your wife. So you pretty much closed the deal on that one. Yeah, we know shit goes down. We get it. But the bottom line is, it's still your wife. So you now don't have that much to worry about. But, if you're going to let the jealousy get in the way, dude, then yeah.
Now, is this a new wife or is this the same wife for quite some time?
This is the new wife.
Okay.
So
if memory serves, when he was part of that VH1 create a band with
not the same woman.
Right. Because that one he the can't remember my mother's birthday, but this I remember. The bass player of Biohazard was married to an adult actress, Tara something or another.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a photo shoot, and they looked at Bass's wife and goes, "You want to jump in there?" And she kind of gave him a look like, he was like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead, jump on in." So I can't imagine him being that, freaking out. But
I mean,
that's a security thing, man.
Getting older. He's getting older. It's not like he's, it's not like he's the guy of 24, 25, and 26 anymore. He is older. It's not all that. So
yeah, it looks like he's had a little, he's had a tough paper out. But I will
it's
say
like
this about,
it looks like he's hit hard and put away wet.
I will say this: he is definitely loyal to his friends, a couple of years back. I don't know if you heard this story, but I did. They some radio guy. I don't know if it was anyone in Jersey or PA, but they're interviewing Sebastian Bach and talking about in the voice and warming up and everything. And somehow or another, they brought in Priest, and they were talking about Rob Halford, and they said, "Oh, Halford, yeah, he probably, he probably, gargles with jizz before he goes on stage." And Sebastian blew his mind. He flipped. He ripped the two guys interviewing him to shreds. He was like, "How dare you say that about that man? How dare you?" I mean, he went ballistic. And Halford had caught word, so they got in touch with Rob Halford, and they're like, "Okay," pretty much said, "Okay, what happened?" And the guy who said it is talking to Halford. He goes, "Look," he was pretty much saying it was a radio show, it was a joke, and I'm kind of embarrassed to repeat it, but I will repeat it. And he said, before you go on stage, you probably got, gargle with jizz and go sing. And without even blinking, Halford goes, "First and foremost, I don't gargle, I swallow. Secondly, I am dying to be roasted. So by all means." And you need another reason to like Rob Halford, but Sebastian Bach, yeah, he's got a temperament, but he is loyal to his friends. You don't.
He is
don't mess with
he
him.
is loyal to his rock and roll buddies.
Right.
He is.
But you got to trust your wife. You got to take it easy.
Yep.
Mind you, if they're being a little bit too handsy, a little bit too disrespectful, it comes with the territory.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, as I say, if the person's going to be doing some crazy stuff like right in front of you, well, you need to reevaluate the person that you're with. It's easy to walk out the door. It's easy to just walk away. I mean, why would you want to be with somebody that completely does something like that? Let's say she got handsy, and look, add alcohol with the ladies, and they get a little flirtatious. I think everybody does. Just a tad.
Not gonna lie,
especially if they're Irish. But if that person decides to get crazy, then you walk away. Or if they're intoxicated, you say, "Hey, look, you had a little too much to drink. I think you should
take a beat,
take a back seat and relax a little bit before you do something that you're going to regret, or get some coffee going or something like that, because it's not going to be good if that just gets carried through." So what do? You'll walk away. That's it. It's easy to walk away. All you got to do,
especially nowadays. Nowadays,
you'll be walking across the floor, and soon you'll be walking out the door.
You can't get away with anything these days because
in your ass.
Everyone's got a camera. That's the best thing about growing up in the 80s.
Nobody saw it. It was only your word.
That we never got theirs. I deny everything. And I got to tell you, thank God. I wasn't a flirtatious drunk. I was an ugly, loud.
Yeah, you are on point tonight, by the way. You're absolutely on point.
Oh no. Do I want to know?
Yeah, Irish. Bloody Irish.
All right. What's up?
Me Irish cheeks. All right. So we're going to talk a little something that I saw this post. I believe it was Rich that spurred it on. And I'm actually going to check my phone right now and see if he was
okay.
Or if he's going to come on.
Spurred it on or spurted on?
Spurred, like SPURRED.
Spurred on.
Yes.
Spurred on.
That's what happens when I drink clear alcohol.
Rich, but he'll show up if he shows up. That Miss Effects right now, because we're gonna get some opinions in here. Okay, so we're gonna call this little segment "Glam or Not Glam," and we're talking about, and I believe it was Rich actually. I saw a post by Rich, and that's what kind of spurred on the thought process of maybe I disagree. Maybe I don't. Maybe I disagree. Maybe I agree. But so we're gonna go make a list. Matter of fact, because we're older and we forget things, I'm gonna go 80s metal bands. I'm just gonna go straight metal, and we're gonna talk about. We're gonna bring up bands, and we're gonna discuss: are they glam or are they not? Because glam means hair metal and cheesy metal, but we all know that they were bands out there.
I have my opinions.
Okay. So, and some of them, obviously, and what's the criteria? So let's start off with one. I'm going to start off with one that is really up for grabs as far as what your opinion of them. Rich had his opinion. Maybe I'll save that just in case he comes in. I'm going to save this one. I'm going to save this one.
Okay. That'll be the tease.
That'll be the tease.
You big tease.
Okay, so since we're talking about Sebastian Bach, let's start with Skid Row. Interesting. Metal band or glam band? In other words, hair band.
See, I don't necessarily put hair band as glam band.
Yeah.
The reason I'm going to say no is they weren't a makeup band. They dressed rough and tumble. So while they had hair, they were not glam.
No.
First of all, what's the criteria for a glam
Well,
band?
if I say the criteria now, then we don't have any fun with deciding whether or not a band was a glam band because I'm giving it away, right?
Okay.
So
I'll tell
you
as
what,
we go,
So you say
we'll
no.
say
So
what
you
I say. No
you
way.
say no. See, I have my criteria. Well, the criteria has to somehow coincide.
And I just said they dressed like men. They were jeans. They were jeans jackets. They did not wear makeup.
Okay.
And I think they were a very rough and tumble band. They were not a pretty boy band.
All right. Joe, what do you think? Skid Row.
Yeah, I would never think of them as a glam band. Glam is loud, obnoxious colors. Glam is, makeup. I won't talk of, let's bring it back to the beginning. The Sweet was glam. Slade was glam. It was all about.
Give it away.
Yeah. So Skid Row, right? We're going
not glam. Not glam.
We're going not glam. Yeah.
No.
By the skin, because you were right in the middle of the hairband days. And you wrote a power ballad too. Which to me, that to me is the one criteria.
No, everybody had to do it.
Because you came back and wrote stuff like Wasted Time and Monkey Business and Slave to the Grind, proved to me what kind of band you really
are. That's right. They did. I Remember You.
But if I was going to base it off of I Remember You and 18 in Life, I'm going hairband.
Find those to be rock. They're still rock.
All right, here's one.
I Remember You. Paint a picture of the day gone by. One of the best lines ever written in a song.
But one of the best lines ever stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Paint a picture of the days gone by.
Yeah.
The bitch was in studio.
Yeah, I went there.
Bastards. It's when they were recording that damn album too. So. Son of a bitch. All right, here we go. Next one. Band that started in 1983 from Philadelphia, which is kind of a surprise. But I'm going to go and I'm going to present this one to you, and I want this one on record. The first album I think is tremendous. But Cinderella.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we talking glam, or are we talking now? You say bands like
Cinderella wore color. They wore makeup. So yes.
But they played blues.
Yeah.
They played blues.
That Cinderella
DC song.
Unfortunately.
But they did Nobody's Fool.
Cinderella, unfortunately, they had to dress the part because that part was the flavor of the month, and to kind of get a foot in the door, they would do that. But I never considered them metal. They were more bluesy.
Lipstick, they wore mascara, they wore purple, and I'm gonna say glam.
I mean, I thank God for Heartbreak Station, because love that album.
Yeah.
and they
Good,
got
right?
rid of the colors and they stripped it down,
Don't
and then
know what you got till it's gone.
of course nobody remembers Still Climbing, but
Uh,
Cinderella, unfortunately, see that's a tough one. By if you're going to look at the back of the album,
yeah.
oh my God, they're glam. But if you're going to listen to the songs,
Right.
no, there's
Somebody save me.
the music was
That is a
good.
glam outfit.
That's yeah. The outfits are glam. The music to me wasn't glam.
I think they kind of fell. I don't know if you'll bring it up, but if you do bring it up, we'll put a pin in it. But they kind of fell in like another band that had to kind of follow suit
Yeah.
in order to progress forward.
We will talk about that in a moment. I'm
Okay,
sure.
so so we're going with glam.
I'm going with glam.
Hey,
Uh,
we're gonna have to just by looks.
yeah, I
'Cause
think
during the '80s, it was how a band looked, not how they sounded.
Exactly. Unfortunately. So we can go with that, and we can go with another band. I'll just throw it out there. Brittany Fox to me, which was a cheap version of
I'm so
Cinderella.
glad. That's
And so we're Brittany Fox. We're just gonna exactly.
Let me tell you about Brittany Fox.
Yeah.
I remember I was working in Record Town, and the album was about to come out, and they had, I'm sorry, Long Way to Love. That's a guilty pleasure. I like that song. And then Girl School, okay, that one's good too. But the rest of the album, I'm listening to it, and I'm asking myself, who signed these people? They have two strong songs, and the rest of it was just, I don't understand.
We'll probably play those two strong songs.
Well, yeah, it was Girl School and Long Way to Love.
Yeah, that's it.
But no other track survived. And then their sophomore album came out, and yeah, that went real far.
Their outfits were
Yeah.
fakearella.
But I will tell you this: after they got rid of whatever his name was, Dizzy or something like
Yeah,
that,
Dizzy Dean or
Bite Down Hard is actually got some good cuts.
yeah.
Bite Down Hard is solid. It's got some solid tracks on it. So, Dean, yeah, if they got rid of Dean Davidson, right?
I mean, they were
After-
trying to
and they got
look
in-
like Cinderella,
Tom-
but wear what
yeah.
Prince was wearing, which
Yeah.
I did not understand.
And we'll back you off the mic. You're kind of peeking.
Yeah,
Their clothes were very Prince.
it was yeah. Well, the whole civil, yeah, no, it was Prince. Yes, I
Yeah.
sit corrected.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't handle that guy's voice.
Mm.
Thank God I didn't buy the album. I borrowed it from somebody, and it was just horrible.
All right.
What's up?
Here we go. Only because I'm going to bully these up, because if Rich does call in, I want to keep the ones that he was talking about. Ready?
Okay.
I'm going to hold this one up for everybody. If you can't see it and you're on the radio, I am holding up the first
Yeah.
Wasp album, first original pressing. Love this record.
Not glam.
Okay.
Nowhere near glam.
So one came in
Hmm.
84.
That's the opposite of glam. That's anti-glam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
They
that's
fought the
is that-
glam.
really? Is that
Yeah.
so? It's not the glam.
Yeah, I can't see a glam band singing "Fuck Like a Beast" and pulling it off.
All right, so good for you. We all agree. We absolutely all agree. Wasp, not glam. Metal, early metal. So we could obviously say that. Let's get these two out of the way. I mean, Maiden, Priest, metal, not glam.
metal,
We don't even need.
Although Maiden,
Okay, I
they
want
tried to
to.
dip their toe.
Here's one
Okay,
for this one. This is gonna, because this is not a big band. This is what I call kind of like a C level band. Cinderella's a B level band. Bon Jovi would be an A level band because of the amount of popularity that they have. But okay, A, Cinderella would be B because they
Yes.
cannot sell out, a stadium. And then this band would be below them because they would not be able to sell out bigger venues like Cinderella could back in the day. I give you the band Hurricane.
Oh, like them.
yeah, they had great album covers.
On
Love their album covers.
Yeah, they're on vocals. You got the Cavazo brother, and
Kelly Hansen.
Yeah, you got Kelly Hansen, you got a
Hmm.
Cavazo in there.
looking now.
So
that's
obviously,
a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
That band.
I'm on to you.
That's another vinyl I got to dig out. But
Are
They're-
we going with
I-
Hurricane?
Ooh, gosh.
I saw Hurricane.
Mm.
Hurricane's not glam.
No, I'm gonna say no.
You're going to say no.
I'm
Are we
gonna
going?
say no.
I'm going to say I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to say Hurricane is not glam.
No.
Glam.
I saw them open for Gary
Yes,
Moore.
Hurricane, no.
What does the chat room say about that?
Hard
Hurricane,
Road,
great band, but I
They
say
say Gallum.
Gallum.
Apparently they're from the Shire.
I say,
Mm.
good. But I'd say glam.
I have like
let's see.
one picture that says they're glam, and the rest say no way.
I agree. Brittany Spock being second-rate Cinderella. They were.
Oh.
Great. Greg's all over it. Such a great voice. I'm going to say no. I mean, yeah, they dressed the part, but everybody dressed the part. I think the songs and the image they weren't pretty boys. So I can't go glam on
I've got
Hurricane.
one photo that says that.
But again, it was in like, yeah, Hurricane was one of those.
Mm.
They were out and they kept producing albums, but they never. It was like they were on the ledge and they just couldn't quite. They were, on one side of the street and they just couldn't quite cross the street to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of great album covers though. Yeah, I remember getting special discount and strictly for the album cover.
Yeah.
A few cassettes.
All right, so we'll take a break there because I'm going to give Rich a couple more minutes. I don't think he probably will make it. He had a busy schedule. I threw it out there, so I'm not worried about that. We'll have him on another time to discuss some other issues in rock. Miss Effects, we'll be here till 10 o'clock. So we'll be able to dive into those fringe bands. But we'll get to a band right now that's in the top 20 vote right now at the LPL for the Launchpad Live. The fan vote is back in a big way with some amazing bands. So I want you guys to check this one out. This band was formed by Stephen Miller and rhythm guitarist and vocalist Carrie Parsons. They formed the band Dark Remedy. And this is a great band and some really, really great music. So we'll get more. You can go check out. They got 22,000 and growing on the social media. So definitely check them out. They do have something going. This track is called Killing Me. And this is the thing about us. We're going to review this for the first time. All 4 tracks tonight. I haven't heard these in their entirety, and Joe has not heard them at all. I heard the first couple of seconds to see if the recording was okay. So, without any further ado, talking too much, need some air. This is Dark Remedy with Killing Me here, debuting on the WTF radio show and live cast here on 99 WNRR, and of course the Launchpad Live here on a Wednesday night.
In the dark, I'm losing myself. Your love, like a fire, leaving me in ashes. Every night, I'm haunted by your touch, but you're gone. These shattered dreams won't let me.
Chris, give me another one. You can have one if you want.
Why did you buy more garland?
What?
Why did you buy more garland? Why did you buy more garland? Is this garland?
Loving up where I'm going down.
Streaming digital radio.
Back here on the radio show 99 WNRR. Good to be with you here on a Wednesday night. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
A little Dark Remedy there with Killing Me here on the now if you guys don't know what the LPL, the Launchpad Live fan vote is, it's on Facebook, and literally every single week there's like about 3,000 people that vote, like a voting like I haven't seen before. But for some reason, everybody loves it. They get engaged. So go check it out. It's on Facebook. It's called the Launchpad Live fan vote. And request to be part of the group. Over 7,600 people have been involved with it since its inception, that vote all the time. And there's just great response every time we put up a vote. So yes, I know I have not been good.
Nope. Shame.
Yeah. I have not been good with my reviews because
I'm always reminded when I come on my show.
I need to be inspired. I'll be honest with you. I have not been in a vinyl store since before I left for Ireland. So, and technically the last time I was in a vinyl store was in Dublin. So let that ride with you. Stick that in your freaking feather, your caps. Last time I was in a record store, it was across the ocean.
And call it macaroni.
And you didn't even buy anything good.
And I did. I bought a great record.
Okay.
Great record. I think Council Skies is an amazing record.
He got Anya and
gave Mama the Anya.
Yes. And Oasis. No, it's not Oasis though.
Yeah.
It's
Noel. It's Noel
Gallagher.
It's a great record. People can say it's a great record. Some amazing songwriting. He's just an amazing songwriter.
Okay.
All right. So what did we think about that band, that Dark Remedy, with the track Killing Me? Personally,
I loved it.
Nailed it.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
The hooks were there. The hooks were there. I think the structure was there. The recording was like,
sounded really nice. Sounded good.
I think to me it's a smash. It really does everything the track needs to do. I'm not a fan of the auto-tune. Never was. You believe in life after love. I was never a fan of that, or even used just correcting, or even just as a stylistic thing, which I think this is how it's used.
Yeah, I don't think it was meant for.
We killing me. You could tell that's done through that. And unless they want to say no, it wasn't. But I could tell, being in a studio long enough, that you could tell where it waves a little bit. So, I mean, if people would say they use it for stylistically, I'm not a fan of it, but the whole thing as a whole, the track is phenomenal, and I'm happy to have it on the LPL. Deserves to be on the LPL. So we'll see what happens if they vote and the fans help it up. And who knows, when we vote, when we take our time and we vote, we list our top 20 after we listen to them and we go, what's the best one this week? So it'll be out on Sunday. So you want to look for the brand new top 20. Miss Effects loved it. Someone's closing the cat's closing the door. Okay. All right, so let's move on to some of the other bands that we were talking about. So this is where it's going to get a little testy. So I'm going to hold up this one. Ready?
Mhm.
Is this band glam or not?
Is this testy or contentious? Oh,
Wait, hold on a minute. I think I got one from that band.
Striper.
Yeah. Oh, I got another one from that band.
these guys are huge Striper fans.
What? Okay. You know,
I got the billfold.
nice.
Nobody can even hear you anymore.
Nice.
Is this the original Yellow and Black Attack?
Competition.
I think it's the original Yellow and Black Attack. I'm not sure. And I know this one, the billfold is,
I'm nice
yeah,
until I'm not so nice.
yeah.
That's
Oh, those are see this?
I'm nice.
Oh,
that's a
I'm
beauty.
nice until I'm not so nice.
Ah.
yes. That's what it's all about.
Mm.
It's not about
It's not
is
about
the band good or bad. It's about do you have that rare
do you
record?
have it in
album.
colored, do you have it in colored vinyl
Mhm.
with the cutout?
I'm gonna say
So there you
glam.
go,
Yes.
Yellow and Black Attack.
I'm gonna say yes.
This by the way, this is the re-release. It has 2 other songs.
Can
on
we
it.
answer the question?
including Reason for the Season?
You know
Oh.
who I am.
Do you have Reason for the Season on your copy?
No, because I think my copy is original first pressing, but I'm
Oh,
not a huge fan, so I wouldn't know.
you know how I am about this.
oh,
I wouldn't know.
Dick.
But
the question.
yeah.
okay. Or what about original pressing white vinyl on
Oh
Soldiers
my
Under Command?
God.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's
Does that? I was like, I'm nice.
It's about the
Yeah.
color
So
of
I'm
the
not so
vinyl.
nice.
but to answer the question, yes. Not
Yes.
only are they glam, but they're religiously glam.
Yes, I mean, yes, they are. I mean, obviously, if you look up, all you need to do is look up the original pressing of "To Hell with the Devil," open up the insert, open up the inside in the folder, and you'll take a look and you go, absolutely glam.
So some of our fans aren't loving on the Striper.
but
Yes.
but
And Noel says, yep, yellow, black, glam attack.
but
Yes,
I will
yes,
say
they're-
this. I will say this. This record and the EP, that is some pretty kick-ass metal music, and find me better guitar work. Find me better guitar work.
The talent is
Seriously.
there. It's just not in some people's
Michael and Oz
genre.
Fox is some, and I'm going to rank them as guitar duos in the top 5. Yes. I'm putting them up there with KK and Glenn.
Okay.
I'm putting them up there with Mr. Smith and Mr. Murray and Iron Maiden. Okay. Give me better guitar tandem. They are awesome. They are awesome.
But they are glam.
But they are
Honestly.
Next.
They are glam.
Did you just say honestly?
Okay,
They are
yeah,
glam.
honestly.
You did.
Okay, here we go. So we go. The next one. Scorpion.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
No. They can't be glam.
Definitely not.
I can't believe we're agreeing on
They're
everything.
They
not-
formed in the
not-
70s.
Your
Not glam.
formula.
All right, these next 2 are going to be tough. Next 3 are going to be tough.
Okay.
Next one we're going to go with Rat.
Mm.
Ooh.
Is Rat a glam band?
I think they walk the line.
Yeah, that's ooh, that's a tough one.
I gotta look at images.
Because when Motley Crue was, and we'll talk about them
glam,
later.
yes, I'm saying yes.
They absolutely are
Yes.
glam. They were the They said they were the antithesis. If you look at that series that they just had, remember that thing about the 80s metal?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
series we just saw. Did you happen to watch that, Joe?
The Nothing But a Good Time.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was fantastic.
They came out and said they were the antithesis to Motley Crue at the time, where they were dangerous. They were dressing for the women. They were
And-
wearing their clothes. They
There
were putting the
is
lipstick
makeup,
on.
there
That
is women's
is
clothes, there is
glam.
fishnets.
Rat
Yeah, that's
is
glam.
glam. Absolutely. Absolutely glam.
Yeah.
But they get extra points because Piercy even said on an interview that the first video, Round and Round, that look, they got that look. They were inspired by Adam and the Ants.
Okay.
They were going with the whole swashbuckling pirate look.
Yeah, okay. Well, they
So-
kind of fell short of the SWAT.
Well, anybody who looked like a pirate got the
They
glam
were-
badge.
they were looking
I
like-
just mentioned the video, but
They
yeah,
were
no,
looking
they're
like pirates,
definitely
but they were
glam.
looking like Los Angeles pirates, if you know what I'm talking about.
no.
Yeah, they were.
That was their inspiration. I didn't say they were walking around with peg legs and parrots, but that Adam and the Ants inspired that look.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're going to get to the next one. Ready for this? And I actually, when I talked to this man, he was adamant.
Adam and the Ants? Adamant. Oh,
that
okay.
He did not want to be called glam band. And I say the words Dokken.
That's the pin I put in. Dokken fell victim because they were putting out very good music, but VH1 talk about the 80s and the bands, not behind the music, but other things. And like Dokken's like, all right, who's doing a hair high? Okay, let's do their hair high. All right, what are they using? Aquanet purple. All right, let's do Aquanet purple. And Dokken even said, he goes, despite doing the high, the hair metal and all that, they never considered themselves hair metal. They just kind of went in Rome, do as the Romans. And unfortunately, they kind of fell into that category. Kind of reluctantly fell into that category. That's
wow. I have to.
This is my vote.
Yeah, I have to go with what I said when I interviewed Don. I told him, to me, Dokken was of the day of Scorpions, early Crew, Maiden, Priest. They opened for them.
Not glam.
Not glam.
no,
they,
but
they are a metal band. You take Tooth and Nail, okay, which to me is their quintessential record. It was pound for pound, cover to cover, great eerie songs. Alone Again is a dark song. It's not even a power ballad. It's a dark song. To me, that's what I judged them on. I judged them on that. There's some great lyrics. The Hunter is not glam. It's not love. Yeah, maybe glam, but The Hunter is not glam. And there's a lot of songs like that on Under Lock and Key.
I was gonna say
So
Under Lock
I
and Key, their
can't-
image on Under Lock and
I think
Key.
yeah.
But their visual image on
Under
Under Lock and Key is the only evidence I
That's-
have that they were pushing
Plus-
that way, but then they came back real fast.
Back for the Attack was like,
Yeah.
Oh.
exactly. It was like, you got Burning Like a Flame, but the rest of that album,
that album, Back for the
Fast
I will
and
never forget
heavy.
about Back for the
And
Attack.
that's leather and studs and men. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
getting men.
yeah. And when they got to Under Lock and Key, those outfits, they were told by the record
They
company,
had to wear
by
that.
Electrica, they had to wear that.
Yeah, that wasn't them.
That wasn't them. They had
Right.
to address. There was a different cover to that altogether from Don's words.
Yeah.
They were forced by the record company to wear those stupid colored suits.
Yep.
I mean, it's a metal band. You don't wear a stupid.
So I'm saying no, not them. No
Nah.
glam.
So
Moving
I'm
on.
going no glam. Docking is no glam.
You can thank MTV for that because everybody had to look pretty for MTV.
They wore the leather the best. I mean,
You could say that. All right. Since we talked about it before, let's go to the band that kind of started the LA Sunset Strip.
does it start with a P?
No, we're going with
Oh.
Motley Crue.
Oh,
No, Motley tried drinking from the fountain.
Motley Crue, a glam band.
one member is glam, and that's it. Just one.
No, it was in the era when they first came out with Too Fast for Love.
Right.
Things were still good, and they tried the whole leather look and the bondage and all that, and then the makeup and so forth. But then once again, the power of MTV and the mid to late 80s, it was okay. Everyone now is all of a sudden dressing flashy, and that's what's doing it now. It's more everybody's listening with their eyes, not their ears. All right, let's do Smoking with the Boys in the boys' room, and let's all dress loud. And it was a one and done.
No,
Right.
well, the only thing is, I'm seeing that is a consistent look for them. It's fairly consistent look for them. This is the only time I think we're going to differ. Is I'm going to say yes, glam.
No, they
See, here's the thing.
It depends on what your definition
when
is.
when they came out with Shout of the Devil, right? Okay. They came out with now their look was consistent from Too Fast for Love, like to Joe's point, their
Yeah.
look was consistent from Too Fast for Love to Shout of the Devil. Okay. Now, if you're going to partner that with Wasp's first record, they look the same. So you're going to tell me that that's glam? So if you say Wasp isn't glam, how could you say Crue is glam?
No, they wore white makeup.
Now they
big
were
eye
dangerous, man. They
makeup.
were when they came out, Shout at the Devil.
So more like Indian makeup
they were
than
you
glam makeup.
think go look at Us 83
Yeah.
when they came out and you tell me if that's a glam band or if that's a band that's going to kick your ass.
Oh no, it's a band that's going to kick your ass.
yeah. Oh, the US Festival.
So we have to sit there and accept. I throw theater, except for Home Sweet Home, I throw that entire era out. I do. I throw it out because God knows what the hell they were thinking when they did that. I threw it out.
It was
Starting with Theater of Pain, they were glam. That's what Greg just said.
Right. But if you go to Girls,
They're dark. They're like
they're,
Kiss
they're-
almost.
it was like
Yeah.
biker rock.
Metal
Yeah.
and black
and then
studs
Dr.
and-
Feelgood is back to a lot heavier sound. Except for there were some pop songs. So yeah, it's almost like it's two different bands. It really is.
But Greg, Noel, Sean, I mean,
they dipped their toe.
so how do we judge them?
It's
judged.
how many years?
music or
How
the
many
look?
years? How many years? Okay. Theater of Pain was one album. How many albums did they put out?
Yeah, but I could put
So,
Dr. Feelgood in there, Joe, and I can go, what a friggin' album that I it's not even close to Shout.
Wait, I like this definition. So Noel says it was like Road Mutant glam, but it was still glam.
It was Road Mutant glam, but it was still glam. I like it. Yeah, shit. I hate this.
They're saying
This-
go by
this is-
looks. If you're going by looks, they're glam.
You know what?
Let's
Because
agree to
of me, I
disagree.
always go against the grain and not glam.
Okay,
I'm
let's agree to
I'm gonna say-
disagree.
I'm gonna say glam.
Okay.
I'm gonna say glam.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, you're glam. Yeah, you're glam. Yeah, you're glam.
When 80% of the audience says it.
Yeah, you're glam. You're glam. All right. Got a couple more here. But first, let's get to another track. This is another band that we found that was a phenomenal brand new band, again in the 20,000 range of Facebook and in social media, getting a lot of build up. So go and check these guys out. They're called Thousand Frames. Thousand Frames. And pay attention to these bands and tell them we sent you. And say, hey guys, I heard your track here at the WTF radio show with the LPL Top 20. Because this is, again, all of these tracks, we got 4 of them tonight. We're going to play them throughout the entire show, are absolutely phenomenal. After this, we'll do 2 more bands. We'll let Miss Effects go for the rest of the night, and we will come back and we will talk more, play a couple more songs. But right now, here's Thousand Frames on the countdown this week. This is Best of Me on 99 WNRR.
Did you see what I wrote?
What?
I said, did you see what I wrote?
What?
I said, did you see what I wrote?
No.
You're talking about poison. So I wrote, I wonder if he won't bother with the obvious or if he'll play them like a closing pitcher.
That's kind of obvious.
I'll wait and see what your last 2 are.
Yeah, we'll wait the 30-second delay for Joe because he's still listening to the track. But amazing. Thousand Frames out of Denver, Colorado. See, something good out of Denver, Colorado than just, the growing leafage.
Yeah. No, it was
Some
good.
great stuff. Great track. Best of Me, 1,000 Frames featuring SF1. I guess that was the guy rapping, which is cool. Had a little Linkin Park feel to it. So
Very Linkin Park.
Linkin
feel,
Park.
yeah.
So I'm digging it. I love it. I agree with Greg. Sometimes those kind of bands, they get kind of repetitive, but if you do it right, it sounds really, really good. And they did 2 bangers, man, right in a row. What'd you think of the track?
Listening to it, it was like a cross between Birthday Massacre and Linkin Park. That's the vibes I got from them.
Okay.
And the chorus was okay. The chorus pulled me in. It had a lot of power behind it. It didn't just catch me. It kind of lost a little bit, and I gave it a listen. I mean, I'll listen to it again tomorrow and see how I feel. I'll listen to it again tomorrow and see what it sounds like again tomorrow. But right now, it didn't quite grab me.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I happen to love it. I did. I loved it. Yeah. What do you think?
I liked the writing.
Yeah.
But I am a purist when it comes to vocals. I want to hear someone's natural ability, and this was way over processed. It was well produced.
Right.
But the vocals were over processed too much. I don't want to hear a machine. I want to hear somebody's voice.
Right. Okay. So we get back to, is it a thing of style these days?
I don't like it.
Like the way that they dressed back and sounded back in the 80s. It is a certain style.
It is.
So if people expect that, then that's what they're doing. So I say, okay, what are they writing that work around that?
And thank God it'll come and go.
If it's this style actually been metalcore with a vibe to it has been around for a while. So I kind of dig it. What you said, Linkin Park and what other band, Joe?
Birthday Massacre.
Oh, you mean like this Birthday Massacre, the one that has signed the entire CD right here for Under Your Spell?
Yeah.
You mean that Birthday Massacre? Okay.
Yeah. I don't have that album, but I do have an autographed Tory album, but I don't have that album. See, Chris, this is what you missed, Chris.
I know, I get it.
This was like Tape World shit.
I missed nothing.
This was daily.
I went to a record show. What did you get?
Miles apart. This is Tape World 100 miles apart.
Oh, yeah, it's like, oh yeah. It was always it was never this is good. It was, oh yeah.
Hey, you know what? I got that.
And I would say
on disc.
But
I got that
on disc.
All right, here we go. We're back into the glam or not glam. 3 more left here to go for this segment for the show. And here's a tough one. Because again, this is maybe a split career, but maybe not. I give you Def Leppard.
Oh, that's tough because he was sporting the mullet. Big mullet.
To me, a mullet is a very man thing and not glam at all.
I never struck as glam.
Glam, no.
No, that never came to me as...
The DL is not the glam.
First album, High and Dry, Pyromania are not glam albums. No. They wore leather, for God's sake.
They wore jeans and the what's it called? The Jack Flag.
Now you could take Hysteria, okay, and you could say, glam. Okay, glam, but they didn't pile the hair high.
No. Well, Phil didn't have any.
Hairsprayers.
They weren't hairsprayers. That hair was not high, guys.
No.
I like these guys as guys.
They didn't wear a ton of makeup.
Nope.
No, it was no, they were just a rock band. But funny, interesting little nugget of info, and a lot of people probably know it, if not, that Phil Collin was in a band called Girl. They were glam.
Okay.
And they put out 2 albums and did a decent cover of Do You Love Me?
Did Phil Collins still have short hair?
Yes, they got thrown off the tour.
Oh shit.
Because they did it.
But oh, they did.
They did.
No, Girl's got a good version of Do You Love Me? They didn't quite make it. They kind of made it theirs, but it was a good version. But yeah, Phil came from Girl Girl was glam. Def Leppard, I never considered glam.
It was the Creatures. Was it the Creatures tour? I believe it was the Creatures tour, 82. This is before Phil joined Def Leppard. They were on tour on the Creatures tour, and Kiss still did that song in the set during the Creatures of the Night tour.
No, Kiss repeating a song on a set. No.
Okay. They told them if you play the song, you're done.
And they did it anyway.
And Philip Lewis said, "Fuck you." Sorry,
Doing
but that's
it
what he
anyway.
said.
Hey, you're
Next
quoting the
night,
man.
they played it, and they were kicked off the tour, which really didn't matter because the tour wound up crapping out anyway, and they wound up having to cancel the rest of the shows.
And it's a shame.
I agree. So do we agree? Let's make a vote on this. Not glam.
No, not glam.
Glam.
And
Def
our
Leppard, you're
audience
not glam.
also agrees. Picture posted on the chat room saying this is the most glam picture I could find, and still
Yep.
not glam.
Okay, very one. I'll give you this one up. This one is like, sometimes you get thrown a softball and you just blast it out of the park. Poison.
Glam.
Oh, dear God. Yes.
So Joe, you missed it, but in the chat I said, so
Glam.
is he going to give us the obvious, or is he going to make it like a like a closer in a baseball game? But
No.
You're not closing
I'm
with
not
poison.
closing. No, I'm closing with a hard one.
all right.
Oh, that's what she said.
Very hard one.
But no, Poison. Oh, dear God. Poison.
They invented it.
Right. And I got to tell you, just like 94 is my favorite Crew album. Poison's, what was it? The third one. It's right behind me somewhere. The one without CC. One of those.
All right. Okay. Here's a bonus one. I'm going to throw this one in here for good measure before I get to the last one. Night Ranger.
No.
Oh,
Rock
no.
No.
or not? Glam?
It's rock, but it's not glam.
It's not glam.
No.
I pulled some vinyl out. Can I ask a few?
You can ask a few.
I've
That's
got to
all
go.
right.
Can you do my last one though, and then
He might have my last one.
Oh,
so
okay.
let's.
What's your last one?
No, go ahead. You go.
Well, no, because we got the second coming of Angel, Jafria. Was Jafria glam?
ooh,
I got both Jafria albums.
I don't know. Was Jafria glam?
no.
Yeah, well, do you
Mention
got
this-
that Jafria? Is this Jafria glam?
You mean this promotional copy?
Oh yeah, I got Jafria too. And but do you have Silk and Steel Jafria?
Did you get medication for that?
Now was Jafria considered glam?
It's Jafria. Hey, here's ready for this one.
Oh,
This one. My boss, where I work,
uh-huh.
friends with him.
Was
Good-
Jafria?
Because you know what he did? You know what he did? You think he made money here and with Angel?
No, he was like in Vegas.
He created the first computerized slot machines.
Yeah,
He's like, yeah, he ain't got to worry about a damn
Not
thing.
glam.
Jafria? No,
Not
not
glam.
glam.
No.
Not glam.
No.
Not glam. Not glam.
well,
All right. What else you got there, Chief?
let's see. I don't have their first, but I got their third.
Let me see.
Is Quiet Riot considered glam? I think yeah, they Merry-Go-Round sponsored them. And if for you youngins out there, Merry-Go-Round was a clothing store where
Yes.
everything was stripes and zippers and shirtless.
You mean that one?
Yeah, I was never.
You mean that one?
Yeah, it's it's Quiet Riot. It's nothing to brag about. It's not like you got the Butcher
Oh,
album.
they're
from the
like-
Beatles.
No, they're more like dirt
There
bags.
you go, baby, right there. That's the one that started it all off for metal, man. It's the first number one heavy metal album. How could you say no?
It's easy. I put it down and said no. but
Quiet.
it's glam. They're definitely glam. Oh no,
No, they're not glam.
No.
they're
No.
glam.
Oh, Quiet
Oh
Riot
my
is
God, the way they
glam.
dressed,
No.
the
No.
tight and the spandex. Look at the picture, the stripes, the shirtless.
Oh,
The
man.
shop at merry-go-round.
No. Metal
They're
Health.
still
No.
dressing like
No, not
men.
glam.
They're not trying to
Not-
wear fringe
glam.
and frill
We'll
and
put this one in the
fishnet.
chat. What do you guys say in the chat? Glam?
No
Glam
way.
or no?
No way.
Oh wait, I do have this poison one though.
Borderline. They're calling it a quiet. Okay, Greg says quiet line is got to get some supper going.
Quiet
All right,
line.
Sean. See you there, buddy. Don't forget to check out every Thursday night, everybody, for Sean Williamson.
No, Friday
And we're
night.
gonna actually have him up in the what Friday? I thought he did the Thursday show.
No, he did
He's
Thursday
Friday
once.
night.
He's
He
Friday
did
night.
Thursday once, and now it's
Yeah.
Friday. So Friday, check out Sean's show. Absolutely solid. I heard the first Thursday night, and then I caught the second. I think he do it. I think he did a back-to-backer.
I think so.
I think so.
A twofer.
Check out the show. It's definitely play some kick-ass metal, man. Some really, really good metal. So check that. He'll also be up in the staff room page along with Joe this coming week. Oh, gonna be too legit to quit. I'm too legit.
All right. Guys.
All right.
Good
See
night.
you in a few.
Good night.
Sleep good and dream better.
All right, let's get to the next track.
I got one more glamour. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll tease it for after the track.
Okay. What do you got? What's the tease?
It was a T. I got another band,
Okay.
another album. We'll show after the track. Play the track.
All right. Right now, this is a band called Fake Figures. And I've actually played these guys before. This is a brand new track by them called Burn the Tyrants. We're going to check this one out here at 1011 on 99 WNRR. Crank it up. I got to put all these back. Love it.
Oh, dear Barbara.
Love it.
That one, yeah. Right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate. No,
Grab you.
that one. Just what tonality, love the guitar tonality, has a little bit of, you know what, if I was going to say a band that sounds like a little bit of a Tesseract feel to it. Matter of fact, a very Tesseract feel to it. And I love Tesseract. If you haven't heard Tesseract, that's a great band. So fake figures with Burn the Tyrants, awesome, probably the best track so far that we've heard. And again, you could vote for this in the countdown at the Launchpad Live fan vote on Facebook. So go and check that out and request to be part of the group. Awesome group. They already are just sharing the crap out of it. So thank you to all the bands that support what that is.
Yeah, that song was that I enjoyed that very much.
Yeah, it was a great track.
Definitely.
Had it on the speakers out here. So
yeah, definitely a good track. A lot of power behind that. Just oomph. That I like that.
Just released like a couple of hours ago already, 129 votes in. So usually there's about between 2K and more. Right now, Riding with Killers is that'll be the last band that we hear tonight. And also Mallcore, which we played last week. The American Hotel System is in at 8% right now. Blackwood, we also had those guys on for an interview. Dark Remedy is at 15. Maybe have those guys in Dream Theater, brand new music from them called Night Terror. That would be in there. But all these brand new tracks coming at you here on the LPL Top 20. Now part of the WTF radio show and live cast with Mike and Joe every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock here at 99 WNRR on the YouTube and 99WNRR.com on your streaming service. Thank you so much for Legal ID.
Okay. Back to the glam.
Back to the glam.
Glam or no glam? Poison comes out, and everybody loves Poison. And in Record Town, every day, walking past the racks and looking and looking and looking, I bought this album for the cover alone. And I mention it from time and time. And I'm not sure if they're glam, but is this glam? Tiger Tail's first album, Young and Crazy. Is that glam? I'm not sure.
I always say that absolutely it's glam.
They had two strikes. First of all, they tried to outdo Poison. Second of all, their guitarist's name is Ace. And back then that was a strike.
That's sacrilege.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No.
But
Who you are.
Yeah. Tiger Tails, Young and Crazy. I think I did actually pay for I didn't pay for this one, but strictly for the album, strictly for the cover. Bought that one. Said had to have it, don't care. Played it. I even think I put it on tape when I played it in Tape World. And someone actually bought the one copy we had because they loved it. But apparently they're still making music. They got a different singer, but they're still making music.
Okay, ready for the last one?
I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh.
Enough is enough.
I'm that's now you're gonna make me think, man, because I'm gonna have to lean over into the glam side.
Let's take a look. Take a look at a picture. I'm gonna see if I can post it in the chat room.
No, that's not them. Although those are looking very nice. Thank you, CJ.
Those are that's Tiger Tails, I believe.
Oh, but above Tiger Tails. Yeah, scroll up. Oh, thank you, CJ. But yes, that's Tiger Tails. And then yeah, so that's the thing. Does the high hair make it glam? But because they were going for the whole 70s groovy thing.
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, that's a toughie.
70s, does the 70s groovy thing, cruising high. Does the 70s groove thing say glamour? Obviously, with T-Rex
Yeah.
and Slade and stuff like that. But
That one's because
yeah, I guess, yeah. I guess
we're gonna the hair's not high, but just the whole
that's not high. It was in the beginning. It was in
everybody's hair was Axel's fucking hair was high in the beginning.
it was way high in the beginning. Matter of fact, Derek Frigo, oh my God, he was like the second coming of Steve Stevens.
Oh, with high hair?
Yeah.
Oh wait, somebody's got that beat. And I have the CD.
Yeah.
So wait, enough's enough. We're voting on glam on that
Yeah,
one?
we're glam. All right, let's throw Whitesnake in there. What do we think
No.
about Whitesnake?
Whitesnake's not glam. They formed in the 70s.
I see again. Yeah. Well, all those blues albums. Nah, Whitesnake is not glam. They had a great album, which was overplayed, but
Yeah.
John
Hey.
Sykes. I mean, what a record!
Somebody
Do you
somebody straighten up John Sykes's act and make that man make more music. I
did you ever get Blue Murder in vinyl?
no.
Is it available?
I got the promo CD, and I bought the second album that where they added a fourth member, and it was enjoyable, but I enjoyed the trio much better. And it didn't take. And then Sykes he did a tour, in honor of Thin Lizzy, and he sang all the Lizzy tunes and all that. But
Are you ready for this? The first Blue Murder record goes for about 150.
oh yeah, I'm happy with my little promo. But yeah, the way John said, that opens a whole other thing now. But Whitesnake started out with the whole bluesy thing and so forth, and then once again, MTV is born. They put out their most popular album, and what is it? Coverdale fires everybody. That's why the Still of the Night video, they only show him, and you just see a whole bunch of people's hair flailing around because they were stand-ins because he fired the band.
Yep. The band on that album is Ainsley Dunbar of Journey fame and Jefferson Starship fame. Matter of fact, here you go. The guy playing on Wheel in the Sky, Wheel in the Sky keeps on turning.
Yeah, you don't need to sing it. We know it.
That's Ainsley Dunbar on drums. Yes. Find Your Way Back. Find Your Way Back. Jefferson Starship. That's Ainsley Dunbar on drums. And Still of the Night by Whitesnake. And Is This Love? And that's Ainsley Dunbar on drums. Dude was and is phenomenal. He's played on so many classic albums. You go to Ainsley Dunbar on Wikipedia, and you're like, holy shit. The albums this cat has played on.
Yeah.
Shit ton. A shit ton. That and Cozy Powell. Well, it was Cozy Powell was in Whitesnake. And then
Whitesnake became Spinal Tap. There's been 37 people in Whitesnake. Even if for a blink.
Put it this way. How about this one? Dennis Carmassi, the drummer for Heart in the Popular era. In other words, for Passion Works, for Heart, for Bad Animals.
Yeah.
All right. And for the next one, all I want to do is make love to you. He was the drummer for that band during those times. He was the drummer for Plant Page. When that came, I mean, not playing Coverdale Page.
Coverdale Page, yeah.
That came out. He was the drummer for that. And he was in Whitesnake for a while. He was the one that played, I believe it was in Russia, along with on guitar, Mr. Warren DeMartini from Rat.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
White Snake, it's exhausting trying to follow that band. Yeah. I think they kind of jumped the shark when they grabbed Steve Vai. I don't know the whole story. I never followed the story. It never caught me, but I felt to grab Steve Vai, yeah. I didn't think it was a good fit. So I liked them. I liked Slide It In. I thought that was a great album. Eventually I will buckle and buy that on any format, but after that, never really a Whitesnake fan. Yeah, they never took. So,
It's in one of my Slide It In's a great record.
oh yeah.
Slide It In's a great. Who knows where the cold wind blows?
Eventually I will purchase that.
Is This Love though? Is one of my top 30 all time songs. That is just so that solo. God, John Sykes, damn boy, man, you want to melt everything with that solo. I mean, you're just melting shit all over the place. He got dirty.
He needs
he got
to come out. I mean, I don't know if he's got demons or monkeys, but decades ago he was gonna hook up with Dream Theater Portnoy. Did I say it right?
Portnoy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He was gonna hook up with Portnoy and John just backed out. Something happened. I don't know. And yeah. Where the hell did he go? He needs to make more music. And I mean, plus, he didn't have a bad voice. He made a few solo albums. Some of the stuff was good, and he just poof. He needs to make a comeback.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice.
Yes.
It would be. All right. Let's get to the final song of the night here.
Real quick. I got that one
Yeah,
glam.
we'll come-
I got the one glam. Remember I said somebody with higher hair?
Yeah.
The band Nitro with Jim Gillette. Is this band glam?
Well, yeah. It's speed metal.
But that hair, dear God, the guy's 2 feet taller. And Jim Gillette, for anybody, it was on Nitro's Freight Train. Another album I stole. Bought it for the title track, Freight Train. Not a bad album. Jim Gillette had the rumor of he could shatter glass. And he married Lita Ford, had a few kids, got a divorce, got into martial arts, packed on about 200 pounds of muscle. And yeah, he's unrecognizable. Nitro put out 2 albums and went in a completely different direction. But there's your Nitro trivia.
So Nitro, right? Michelangelo?
Yes.
Well, his full name is Michelangelo Badio.
Sure. That guy. Yeah.
That guy right there.
Yeah.
With Miss Effects. That guy right there.
If I'm not mistaken, and do not quote me, but I believe he was in a movie called Shock 'em Dead, which was a B movie about a band, and the only reason I watched it because it starred Tracy Lords, and had to watch it. No, it is not an adult movie. It was an 80s movie. She went legit, but she starred in that, so I had to watch it. And I believe he was in it because the one character brought out that infamous X guitar with the 4 necks, and he was playing and everything. So more trivial information in case you're ever on Jeopardy. I am just a bucket of info. Too bad none of it's useful.
Don't forget, we're gonna play one more song, and then we'll kind of tie things down and get you guys out of here for tonight. And we'll also let you know that we might have an interview next week for next week's show. So let's get to the last one. This track is actually leading the countdown right now as far as votes go. They are called Riding with Killers, and this is their latest one. Don't Fade Away here on 99 WNRR. This is part of the LPL Top 20 here on 99 WNRR. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave the mic on. I got to use the restroom real quick.
All right.
All right. So you'll be able to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Oh, okay. I'll talk about you. All right. No worries. All right. I dug that tune. That one I liked. Very enjoyable. Nice little intro. The chorus kind of brought me in and hooked it. Good tune, solid tune. I got no complaints on that one. That's enjoyed that. Can't break it down anymore, unfortunately. Apologies. Not really a songwriter, a song listener, as I break it down into the simplest forms, but definitely enjoyed that. What you all think? Let us know. Like to hear what you thought of that one. But yeah, Don't Fade Away, Riding with Killers. Good solid song. Yeah, it's something you can drive to, something you can work to. Here on WTF, what's the format? You're gonna have to look and listen to me for a while. So what should we do? A little bit of a backstory. What kind of got everything started was that banter Mike and I we just showed you, or you heard, of comparison, outdoing one another, doing the one better. Oh, you have this album, I have that album. Way back when we were mall rats, that's pretty much what we did. It was nice. It was high fidelity, minus the love story and Tim Robbins. It was a bunch of people sitting in a store trying to outdo one another, trying to put together better songs. Everything was on cassette, so I used to make my own tapes and put them in and be like, here, this is what I got. And then Mike would come in the next day and be like, okay, this is what I got. And it was always that comparison. So it was never really, wasn't about which bands do you like. And it turned out to be, what do you got? Because I got this. Oh, you got this? I got that. And it was just out to hunt. It was all about the hunt, finding that rare album, finding that hard to find album, trying to get the other one slightly jealous, if not very jealous. But it was, and again, it was all out of just good fun. It was never mean, never cruel, never went to blows. But that's pretty much what kind of was the embryo to what we do here on WTF. What's the format? Is just a couple of guys hanging out in the store shooting the shit, trying to outdo one another musically. Mike, of course, he is the one that was in the band, and I was the one that schlepped along with the band. So I'm known for the witty banter and the good looks, and he's known for the technical end, we'll call it. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. But definitely, I enjoyed that song. Everyone, give it a listen. Tell us what you think, and we be glad to hear. That is good here on WTF. What's the format? And I will, since Mike's not here and he won't be able to complain about it, I will share this with you. And no, you know what? We'll tease that, and I'll wait for Mike to come back. Dear Barbara, I hope it wasn't there, but I'm sure there's a lot of other glam bands out there. We just kind of grabbed a list, checked it twice, kind of saw who was naughty and nice. Yeah, I went there. Sorry, had to go there. But it's interesting. It's quite obvious that a lot of bands sounded differently, but of course, during the time of the MTV era, it was all about selling the video, making the video to sell the product. And a lot of bands fell victim to that. And a lot of bands some had to, some needed to, in order to make their imprint and to keep pressing forward. I mean, naturally, we didn't touch upon Kiss during their whole Asylum time, where the Demon was actually wearing pink. And that was a hard pill to swallow. But once again, you wouldn't consider them glam because, during that time, they just kind of, they dipped their foot in everyone's pond. But it is interesting how a lot of bands back then got strictly judged on their looks instead of what they sounded like and what the music brought to them. And then once the glam kicked in and the scene in, Sunset Strip, it just became everybody was just, they were just signing people and signing people. Some were good, some were bad. Some suffered, some needed to go away. And it's all like the documentary, Decline of Western Civilization Part Two. And of course, what we were talking about, Nothing But a Good Time. It is really incredible that it was thank goodness it was a fad, because I really couldn't a lot of that music was just bad, and I had to veer off and listen to other bands and other artists that I get ridiculed for for suggesting my pick of the week. But definitely it was definitely interesting, because like everything else, everything makes a comeback, and everything they tried it the first time and then they brought it the second. So are we back?
I am back.
Okay. I just was giving everyone a brief history of the love the song. That one I enjoyed. Not as much as the one before, mind you, but that one was very enjoyable. That one kind of grabbed me, had a nice flow to it. So what did you think?
Absolutely dug it. Riding with Killers is a band that I've actually featured before on the LPL, so I'm no stranger to this, but this is actually a big step up for them, and I'm glad, because they are a good band. And Don't Fade Away is a great track. Well done. We'll get you more of the deets, and we'll post of course the top 20 this coming Sunday, so take a look for it. Going to be posted on Sunday early in the morning, so get your votes in, make sure you share about it. Good show, a lot of talk on what's going on, so that was
yeah. And actually I saw, scrolling through, I'm contemplating getting tickets to go see Steel Panther.
what, Starlam?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets are, I wouldn't mind seeing them. That might be a fun night out. But yeah, interesting. But that's, yeah.
I think when we look at this, here's one. Well, let's end the show on this note. Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi. Glam?
I never considered them glam.
No, not just a rock band.
Yeah. There was definitely a line between the two, between a rock band and a glam band, especially in the 80s. And I never once did I ever look at Bon Jovi and go, "Oh my God, they're so glam." No, yeah, I was never really a big fan of Bon Jovi, but never considered them glam.
Not glam.
Not even a thought.
All right, man. Good show. Let's wrap it up, guys. Don't forget next week and tell everybody about the show, and it'll light up. We'll review everything you guys want to talk about. We'll pick another topic. We'll have an interview next week. Got 4 more bands that we're going to take a look at for next week's LPL Top 20. And who knows, might even have one of those bands in for an interview, which would be very, very, very cool. I'll talk to them over the next couple of days and see what happens. Guys, Joe, anything to close out with?
I'll share with this story, just briefly. I'm not a fan of going out to dinner. I prefer going out to breakfast. So every once in a while, we have breakfast for dinner, and I'll just give you 3 guesses what I had for dinner tonight. And we had breakfast for dinner. You know what? I'll just tell you. My wife made me Taylor ham, egg and cheese, over some toast, and I tell you, it just hit the spot. Nothing like breakfast for dinner.
Yep.
And nothing like some Taylor ham. It was enjoyable.
That's
why I was in such a good mood
That's the
tonight.
great thing about pork roll. You could eat it anytime.
You could, but it tastes so much better when it's Taylor ham.
You could, just the fact that because it just, it has that salted pork roll taste. You just know that you're just getting like such quality food anytime. Of course, you'll take some Lipitor and stuff like that while you're on that kind of diet. So we don't recommend it on a daily basis, but
No.
pork roll,
But
absolutely.
from time to time, Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, that just hits
It's
the
not.
spot.
See, it's never called. You see, when you get different flavors, it's not called tangy Taylor ham. It's tangy pork roll. So there you go. So, and I love when it has tangy pork roll. Tangy pork roll has that just a little extra saltiness to it that makes it so sexy.
But that's just it. The Taylor ham, it doesn't have that much salt as pork.
Well, that's the problem with
It's Taylor ham. I'll end on that note.
Guys, take care. I'm Mike.
I am Joe. Good night.
Catch you guys next week on the WTF radio show here on Livecast. Take care. God bless. Peace.
Peace.